this out, but that's a, in the morning thing.
Um, dude, I don't know if I have survival. Oh, I do actually.
Holy shit, let's go!
Um, yeah, I'll start looking around for any type of tracks.
Cool.
I will
I've
help.
I've been on
I
hunts
also have
before.
survival.
I've been on fancy hunts.
Yeah, Lucy must have survival.
Absolutely, she does.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Glim being like, I've been on noble hunts, and Lucy's like, this is all I do.
This is my life.
This is what
I'm
this
over here like smelling the ground practically.
Okay,
Picking up
Dirt up and tasting it.
awesome. Do you want to? You should roll a survival check then.
Okay.
Do they get advantage for having hair?
No, because they don't actually have the scent ability. I'm not gonna give them the. I'm not gonna give them a bonus for the hair. Okay, so that's a 12. I'm gonna say you do find. There's a lot of like kind of foot traffic in this area, but as you kind of like spread out, you do notice that there's a kind of like path through the barley that seems kind of askew. Like someone could have went through there.
Who finds it? Me or Lucy?
You're both like pretty close to that. I'm gonna say
We converge, like we're sniffing in opposite directions and our noses hit.
yeah. I'm actually okay. You know what? You have two different things here. I'm gonna say that Lucy, with her recent experience with fields, because opposite of what I expected, does move towards the fields because Lucy's in this thing of like the fields had some weird shit happening in them, therefore we should go to the fields again. Finds that. Glim, what you realize is where that fur is, you actually get a perfect line of sight up to the manor. So you kind of get this sort of like idea that it's like whoever was here and left this, or whatever was here was left this, could have been looking out towards that.
Yeah, so you can jump out the window and come this way.
Yeah, presumably. Fuck it. I'll roll survival for Jesse and see if just blows it up. Jesse kind of just comes back and is like, I didn't find much of anything. You two?
Glimel looks to Lucy.
Lucy will show Jesse the like little trail, I guess, in the barley.
Oh, look at that. Huh.
I'll point out that it's like a straight shot from the side of the house to this trail.
Huh. Okay. So, do you think this was her or someone else?
I mean, we've been here all of 4 hours. It could be anything, honestly.
Yeah, good point, good point. Don't want to, put our, like, wrong foot ahead of anything. It's a quick way to fall in the dirt. And that's how we started this day, so...
Should we check?
Check...
Should we follow...
What, into the fields?
You're the one that want to check.
Yeah, okay. And, like...
You invited us on this trip.
Yeah, good point, good point. No time to back down yet, and like full on like vaults over top of it and kind of looks out at the field that's like higher than like she can even see, and it's like this is stupid.
Yeah, how tall is it? Is it like a cornfield?
How tall is barley actually? Now that I think about it,
It's like waist high.
It's like wheat waving in the wave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it is like waist. It is like waist high. So yeah, she just kind of like looks out and it's just on like the rapidly, the sort of rapidly dwindling light, going like, oh, this has bad ideas spelt all over it, and like takes out the sword and just kind of rests it on her shoulder and is like, let's go. Ed starts walking ahead.
I would like to roll a stealth check, but you gotta explain how my. This is the first time I use it because I forgot.
Okay.
My, gauntlets of cloaking.
You have advantage on the roll.
Whatever. Okay. I will roll first down. 18.
You get low into the field.
Oh,
Do you have
plus
0?
5.
I was gonna say 0 for stealth, or
I mean,
Plus 5, I'm sorry.
what's your plus for dex? Because I'm pretty sure you don't have proficiency in stealth.
No, but the
Right.
gauntlets give me a plus 5 to stealth.
I think
That's what I wrote.
I think I traded. I think that was the first one, but then it was like I'll just give you advantage on those instead.
Oh, okay.
That
So
was
then,
the
no, I
weird
don't
trade out that happened.
have- Okay.
So
That's fine.
yeah. What's your dexterity bonus?
L0.
Oh, it's 0. So yeah, it was 0. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, 18. So you get like low into the grass. Does Glim do anything stealth related? I feel dumb asking.
I mean, she doesn't really know anything about werewolves. Would she like know to like? Would she know how dangerous they are?
You've been on hunts.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't.
true.
Being carried.
you're stalking a possible predator.
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah, she'll stealth. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Jesse's
the
just like
Glim
walking
stealth.
on without.
Yeah, looks back. There's no one, and it's like, oh motherfuckers. Like,
It's like they just tap her shoulder and scare the shit out of her.
oh, there it is. Okay, 15. You're like, yeah, pretty good actually. Cool. Damn, like about like not quite as, you don't get quite as like low as like Lucy does, like into like the barley or whatever, but like you're still like pretty well covered. And yeah, Jesse, I guess, sticking out like a sore thumb, just walking out into this field.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
She's rusty. She hasn't been out for a while.
you also presume that Jesse has ever tried to hide from things.
Also,
This is key. You do notice that her other hand is down on the holy symbol. And
Listen, I'm just gonna say, if she was a bartender and offered to go hunt werewolves, she better know how to take care of herself.
yeah, exactly. Well, she wasn't the bartender; she was the bouncer.
She was a bouncer. Yes,
yeah,
sorry, I meant the
exactly.
bouncer.
Doesn't know how to sling a drink, but knows how to sling a person out. So yeah, with that, you guys go like a good distance in, kind of following this like very subtle trail that's been left. And you eventually get to like a semi like lightly wooded area and whatnot. That's kind of like on the edge of the fields and whatnot. I'm going like, okay, we don't have barley to keep the trail going, so
Do another survival check.
yeah, survival or perception checks, if you'd like. It's a little harder when you can't look through barley.
Really
Ooh.
hard.
Okay, come on, Jesse. Come on, Jesse. Fuck. Okay. Uh.
What stories we will have in the morning?
Yeah, exactly. Um. Cool. So, yeah, the trail kind of does go cold because, like, on the other side, there's a very sort of like simple path that kind of goes like out along the way. That seems like it's what breaks up any sort of like tracks that you'd find or whatever. That's along the way. And so Jesse kind of like looks back, kind of having a hard time finding you guys in like the barley field for a moment, and then it's like, do you? I think going into the woods is a very bad idea. Yeah. Anyone else's thoughts?
Gamal smirks, and she goes, getting scared.
I'm not the one hiding inside of barley.
You're right. You're standing out in the open for whatever we're hunting to see you.
Means we'll find it quicker if that was the case.
This was your idea. By all means, lead the
Oh,
way.
good. All right, yeah. Oh, there's just, a trail in the barley and this, like, wolf hair that's placed there. Oh, let's just sleep outside. Yeah, okay, my idea. Yeah. Alright, so... Guess it's a good enough time to head back.
Lucy will keep walking.
Come on, follow me.
Fucking, like, Jesse's looking at both of you like, fucking, what the fuck? Cool,
Welcome
okay.
to the group, Jesse.
Yeah, welcome to the group. You're all fucking crazy.
Bird talks in your head.
Yeah, okay, you get to, like, I'm gonna say you go, before you go into the woods, hit me up with some perception checks.
How dark is it, or is the moon pretty decent here?
You're
Full
in
moon, right? Come on, it's full moon.
Do you want it to be a full moon?
I'm just saying.
do you want it to be?
Full moon's at
Pretty
dawn.
sure it'll make the werewolf hunting faster.
Do you want the hunting faster?
I was just thinking, there's
No, because you're
thing that
actually
happens.
you're in a weird period where there's no dominant moon right now because the sun's like just kind of setting. There's another moon that's rising. There's another moon that's kind of coming down. Currently.
It's like fairly moonlit, right?
Yeah, there's enough that I wouldn't say that like, you're completely blind just yet.
Okay.
It's
Mole doesn't have night vision, so
shit. Okay, so that means Lucy, you scan out and you hear like deep in there like some twig branch. Like twig branch. Twig break or something happens out there. You can't place what, but something's back there. And Glim and Jesse specifically see what looks like just a shadow quickly moving in the back that's like hooded and inside of a robe. Just amongst the trees into like the sort of brush for like a moment.
I'll point it out to Lucy quietly, and I will unsheath my longbow.
Yeah, Jesse's both hands on the blade. Like,
this is Robin asking you, will Jesse talk mentally if there's danger?
does anyone remind Jesse of this?
We don't know that she's connected.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would,
I would've
because
if
there
I
was
had
the whole
known-
shenanigans that happened at the Horizon stop.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess. um, assuming that Glimwell was paying attention to things.
Right.
Glimwell would not, because she's not focused on that at the moment.
Right. Lucy. No. Okay. Neither one of you.
I just
You know what?
figured,
Jesse's not like a fucking dumbass. Jesse's gonna send a message, that it's gonna be like, alert, danger in woods past barley field, follow trail. Like, super like boom, 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 messages through the brain where she's like, ugh.
I'm assuming Emmy also would hear that pass through, and I look up at the bed. I'm like, "The f- they do."
I will immediately jump down and run to the rescue.
I don't know why I had the image of Emmy jumping through a window, even though like a door is like.
Oh my god, I had the same
You,
image.
you jumped through the window of this barrack room out.
Like,
You just went out.
yeah,
Mhm.
she's in the top bunk. She hauled ass through that little window crack.
Oh yeah,
There's a way to-
obviously.
Parkouring through.
Yeah, parkour.
Roll for agility.
Yeah. So, I assume you guys just start booking it out there.
Yeah, when we're rogues, so we can dash.
Oh
90
yeah,
feet.
you full like.
Yeah,
oh, I
we're
forgot you.
fast.
Yeah, you full anime dash through the barley fields.
I guess you have two to leave behind.
Starts running.
It was a good pair.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot that you guys move at obscene speeds.
Is it like shocking everybody that suddenly we show up like we just were vampires in Twilight coming out of nowhere?
I'm saying that there's still enough time that like what's being seen out there is it not seemingly aggressive, just like moving out in the woods. So
You're in the-
I'll let everyone kind of figure out what they want to do about this.
Is Jesse now behind us?
Yeah, a little bit. I would imagine that, like, Jesse's kind of, like... Yeah, she took a step back to send the message, because it was like, I don't know how difficult this is.
Have we arrived yet to the group?
No, I'm saying, like, this is like, a pre-arrival
Okay.
thing.
Just double checking I was in the right spot of timing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep moving forward, but I will turn to Jesse and just be like, if you're scared, I can help you.
No, I just needed to figure out how to send this message. Don't worry about me, I'm right behind you. No, I'm right ahead of you. Fuck this. And takes a... Interesting. Takes a step, takes a step forward and just kind of, readies themselves. Interesting. Cool. So, is there any action you guys want to specifically do, or are you just gonna kind of keep an eye on what's happening out there?
I guess since we know that they're coming, we might as well just wait.
Okay, cool. You just wait. You just set up. Forest goes quiet after you get that little glimpse and whatnot. So yeah, then Emmy and Ashy arrive, pretty sharpish. Go. Oh,
All right.
Here.
Lead the
jeez.
way.
Fast. Okay. Saw a robed figure out in the woods. Followed this trail out from where we found the hair and whatnot. Looks over at Ashley and being like, "That's really useful, actually."
I connect.
Good. Okay.
You also can talk normally like a conversation. Or whatever you did worked. Whichever.
Okay, I'll remember that. All right, so
I
head.
start going forwards and stealth.
Okay.
I got told there was danger. I'm gonna... Nat 20, 29. I am one with the smoke.
Yeah,
the air,
you like
The life.
they're like straight up like Ashy like walks into like the shadow and there's like a faint breeze and then she's just like gone. Like just fully disappears. Like if you didn't know that she was out there, you would never be able to find her. And all right, let's go, I guess. Are you
I
also
need
gonna
to step
stealth
away
or
from-
say what?
Rebecca, sorry. I need
Oh,
to step
no.
away from my mom.
No worries.
Yeah, I'll roll stealth.
Oh, I would like to ask, Retcon, did I give the lantern back?
Yeah, you gave the lantern back.
Okay.
Emmy is also so like Emmy's like I'm also gonna stealth. And proceeds. I'm almost saying that like you specifically use some of your like latent magic to kind of create like a very faint mist around yourself to like obscure yourself. That dissipates quickly enough that like you're able to use that to like go in and you're just like silent.
Well, good thing we both can talk to each other and mentally and then
Yeah.
back to the group to be of Jesse.
This is literally like when you're like, hey, I want to do the Psyblade Rogue. I'm like, this is the shit I was thinking about. This is like some like
This is perfect. I'm so
this
excited.
is some like Sam Fisher like Splinter Cell level of like you take out the right one, I'll take out the left one. On my go, 1, 2, 3, go. Like shit that was like happening. Cool, and then the unstealthy folk head into the woods.
I'll go left, I mean. You can go right.
Wait,
Being
who
flanked.
are the unstealthy folks?
If you guys
you,
want us stealth.
Glim, and Jesse, unless
We're stealth. Glim and I are stealth.
well, you'd have to roll again because you basically left being hidden to sort of stand on the road.
It's not that you're not stealthing. It's just more 2 rogues with natural 20s.
Yeah, just
You're
went
not gonna
into
get
those
there.
woods. It's like okay, all right, cool beans.
Even your creature doesn't know we exist.
Oh, whatever's out there doesn't know. Like, you're straight up, like, walking beside, like, squirrels and shit that are, like, totally unaware that you exist. As you're just, like...
The mosquitoes. Oh. Well,
Hello. Oh,
even
hello.
Wow.
Lucy.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, alright.
Oh no.
So,
We used all our ones earlier, but now we just rolled nat 20s just to stealth
yeah,
today.
fuck it. Let's see how Jesse does. Cool. Actually, Jesse does kind of alright. Alright, everyone goes in pretty quiet, other than Glim, who's, like, still, like... I think your, like, reservations for, like...
She would probably bring out her torch because she can't see. And
Yeah.
she can't
Right. Of course. Okay, so yeah, like the
Put her bow back, grab one of her hand axes, and then light a torch and carry it in.
Should have kept the lantern to give to Jesse.
So yeah, okay, so like with the torch, Jesse's kind of like hanging, kind of goes in. I'd imagine actually ahead of Glim, like seeing that like they're lighting up the torch, being like, okay, I could see in the dark, and heads out. And so like Lucy, you walk into the woods and you feel like so at home, like this is your element. There isn't any crazy bullshit crows around. There isn't any centaurs to disrupt your flow. It's just you and your axe in the darkness, and you know this. And, like, the shadows envelop you. It's, like, entirely just like, yeah, it's cozy. This is cozy for you. And you're right in there with everyone. God, I need to roll some quickly. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, neat. And yeah, so, that'd be Emmy and Ashy were the furthest in ahead. You see a group of individuals that are, like, robed and whatnot on the other side of, like, a path, like a very kind of, like, animal sort of trail, that's there, that are all sort of, like, staying hidden behind, actually, yeah, you see them all kind of hit, like they're all varying levels of hidden, but they literally can't see you, so they're not, like, primed for this. They're readying themselves for the other individuals that are coming along.
How many do we see?
You see, roll me a perception check. Okay, so we found out what you're good at. And what you're bad at. Right now...
Actually, can I add... I have so much adversity. I'm gonna add 5 adversity to that. To make it...
Okay, up to an 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could bump it up higher, but I don't know.
Let me
Figured
do
18.
a little bit of checking here, because that's... Right, okay. So, you see one who's kind of, like, a little bit forward, at first, but then they go, they're moving through the woods. And you now then see from them, like, leaning over to, like, talk, you see 2 other, like, you then can identify that there's 2 other ones, that are there. Emmy, you're too focused in on stealthing that, you're not really, like, in the, like, you're like, yeah, it seems like Ashy's found something. They'll tell me, sort of idea.
Which I do immediately. I tell both Jesse and Emmy about. So I point them out to Emmy, and then I let Jesse know that they're aware and waiting for them to show up.
Okay. Okay, when Jesse hears this, Jesse's going to do a quick sort of, like, motion up front, that is going to be fairly easily seen by, both Glim and Lucy, and is going to kind of produce a, to notify you that there's 3 going forward, and then is going to send a message back to Ashy, being like, what are they equipped with? Do we see armor? How, are there possibilities? Like,
the robes, and then whatever I would see with an 18. What do I see with an 18?
You do see that they seem to have daggers at their side.
Any particular sheen that looks colorful, like a metallic?
Not in particular, but you do see that they have a kind of, like, curve to them.
Okay, curved. I will specifically convey that
dagger.
her experience, maybe that's something important to her.